The jungle is where the Mayans built a huge city. Their esteemed hieroglyphs brought them no pity. No, they made a ball game to pass the time. Their number system that included 0 was sublime. The Incans never developed a form of writing, but for crops they were fighting. Yeah.
They had no crops, and nothing grew. No, they were starving. They were starving. Nothing helped, they needed some food. They had no crops, and nothing grew. No.
In the valley of Mexico, the Aztecs make a floating garden. They were fighting with other tribes. Wars allowed them to harden. From the very bottom is where the Aztecs started, with one emperor and nobles. Together they controlled the armies. In the early civilization they were Olmecs and the Toltecs, still no warrior ladies. They came together to form those Mayans, prestigious for the time they were in.
They had no crops, and nothing grew. No, they were starving. They were starving. Nothing helped, they needed some food. They had no crops, and nothing grew. No. Yeah, we're all successful people in the earlies. No matter where you are, you know of me. We're all successful from the earlies. No matter where you are, you know of me.
The Inca Empire used the Quipu. The engineering skills let them build Machu Picchu. They developed on the Pacific coast and the Andes. They grew crops, potatoes, and other planties. They kept llamas and alpacas for their meat and wool. They carried goods, no Incan was a fool. They began to extend their rule. The Inca Empire built long road to unite. Their large empire allowed them to viciously fight. Gender roles were common. In Mesoamerica, machetes were given to men. Girls received a stone to grind maize. They were taught to cook and necessitate. These were all successful civilizations. Without them, the U.S. might not be our nation. Their impacts rippled a strong and positive sensation.
They had no crops, and nothing grew. No, they were starving. They were starving. Nothing helped, they needed some food. They had no crops, and nothing grew. No.